let's talk about the pros and cons of intermittent fasting. Good morning YouTube. Today it is Wednesday the 30th of August and it's around 6 AM. Just woke up running a bit late because I wake up at 5:30 and then I should be in the gym at 6. But today running a bit slowly because last night basically my train didn't get home, so that I basically got home at after 9 PM. And yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare, but after an Uber and a long walk and being stranded in West Croydon, and yeah, it wasn't too great. But it's one of those things and we power on. So today's going to be a full day of eating, guys. My macros for the day are 300 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fat, and 100 to 120 grams of protein. Now today I'm going out for pizza tonight. My best friend Charlotte is coming to stay with me for a few days, and then we are also seeing two other girls, two twins who you will have known from a cruise last year if you're an OG subscriber. Thumbs up if you love a full day of eating. I'm going to be talking heavily all about intermittent fasting. Stay tuned for that. And guys, I'm going to show you everything that I eat today. I'm going to be work full-time Monday to Friday, and it's kind of hard to film in the office and stuff, but I'm going to find a way, guys, for you. I'm doing it for you. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit subscribe. And guys, I look forward to you joining me on this full day of eating. Wow, that's dark. The mighty iPhone light, the solution to all my problems. So guys, I just got to the gym, but you know when you're up and out before everybody and it's maybe even raining outside and it's just all a bit miserable? Well, you can look at it two ways. So you can either look at it like, ugh, it's dark, it's raining, this is horrible, it's disgusting, hate my life. Or you can look at it like, I'm up when it's still dark in the morning. I am seizing the day. I'm up before pretty much everybody. Like, if you look around me, there's like nobody around because I am up, I'm out, I'm doing things, and I just think it feels good sometimes. It feels cool, and I think that people should try turn a negative into a positive and just puts you in a better mood. Guys, if you were all over that thumbs down button thinking like, what the hell is this girl wearing? Do not worry, I just put on a jumper, a nice versatile jumper over my gym clothes so that I can wear just the jumper after to walk to work in, so I don't look like I'm a sweaty bitch who's just been to the gym. Because I'm really gross and I shower in the evening because I don't have time before work. And don't hate me because that's just the fact of some sacrifice you have to make in order to get a gym session before work. But anyway, my train is going to be here in like an hour and 10 minutes. I wanted to leave time for stretching and foam rolling today. So let's get our booties in that gym. I'm at work, guys, and I'm like standing because there's this place where you can stand and you can work, and then my desk is behind me. I'm having a coffee, which I sweeten with stevia, and it's just a black coffee. I do like half normal coffee, half decaf, because I have been finding recently that having loads and loads and loads of normal coffee, which I have been doing. For me, loads is 2 a day. And it's just been making my anxiety really bad. But anyway, I need to get back to work. So I will show you guys when I have my first meal. At the moment it is 10:30. I've got a call now, and then I'm probably going to have my first meal after. But I'm feeling really bloated this morning. Normally I would be getting hungry by now, but I'm not feeling hungry whatsoever. I feel kind of sick actually. But hopefully once the coffee's done, I'll be feeling good. At midday, I had my first meal, which was egg whites with loads of veg. The macros are on the screen now. Then I had a satsuma. Then I had yogurt with fruit. It's so loud in here. It is 6:30, guys, and I haven't actually eaten anything since you last saw me, but I'm in Franco Manco Pizza with Shah and Elle, my two friends who I met on cruise. You guys will have seen them on cruises before. They've been on my Instagram many times. I have no idea if you can even hear me right now, but we are in Franco Manco Pizza, where they do sourdough pizza, so I am so excited for this. We're still waiting for one person, but cheers, girls. The wine must not wait. Ooh. Oh, that is good. Okay, so that is a Rosso Montepulciano from Francesco Cirelli's Organic Farm. So essentially that means that it's high protein, low carb, low fat, vegan wine. Cheese and wine. I am so sophisticated. Garlic bread, and I'm just gonna try some of the edge because obviously I cannot eat garlic because it will make me... I love zooming in on Shah's face. My pizza is a heart shape, this is amazing. Yours is as well. Hey, mine's a shape. I got basil on the side and salad because micros. Destroyed. And ate some of El's crust as well. Yum. Used loads of napkins because greasy AF. That was so amazing. Who remembers Charlotte from the cruise? Yeah. So me and her like came here and we were like, right, we're not getting a dessert. And of course, we decided to get a chocolate hazelnut cake. Oh yeah. My god, let me cut into it. Oh, bum, 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 bum. I'll feed you, I'll feed you. Go on, seductive, seductive. Ooh, ooh. Whoa. Oh yeah, baby. Yum, yum. See you at home.
Call it how it is.
And we just got home, guys, so Charlotte is at my house. She is staying for a few days. Even though this morning I said my stomach was feeling so bad, I feel great now. You know, the pizza hit the spot and it just, you know, sorted out all my issues because that is what pizza does, apart from in the 10,000 calorie challenge. But anyway, now I need to go to bed because it's like 10:30 and tomorrow I am filming for Fit Fuel, which is going to be really exciting for my... I'm going to be talking about intermittent fasting, why I do it, pros and cons and all that shebang, so thumbs up if you're excited for that. And that's going to be after the Fit Fuel thing, so I'll update you on how that was as well. And now I'm going to go to bed. Good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Mwah. Good morning, guys. Well, it's actually the afternoon. So anyway, now is the time of the video where I'm going to be talking about the pros and the cons of intermittent fasting. So at the moment you're holding it like this. Yeah. Yeah. Go like this, 2 fingers. Two fingers? You're like a little hawk. So 2 fingers hook on. Yeah. And then what I do, I have like a kind of weird thing because I like it to rest just there. But I feel like it feels so perfect when it's resting there. So 2 fingers, go like this. Okay. To there. Then I retract my shoulders so that it feels like it's in a nice position. Then I squeeze my abs and I kind of just like roll everything forwards like this. Okay. So, without further ado, let's just get started. Oh, actually there is one further ado. We are going to be doing the whole Fit Fuel stuff in the next video because otherwise this video is going to be too long. And so yeah, so while I'm talking about the pros and cons, I thought I would overlay a workout video because why bloody not? For anybody who doesn't know, I'm just quickly going to explain what intermittent fasting is, and it basically means that you fast for a period of time and then eat for a period of time. But guys, guess what? When you sleep, that is fasting. Fasting isn't a scary thing. Fasting is literally just a period of time where you're not eating. So some people, when they kind of do intermittent fasting, God, it's so hard to say intermittent because I just want to go intermittent and then I sound like a chap. Intermittent fasting, so let's say you might say your window of eating is like 12 until 6 or like 4 until midnight, or I don't even know, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I personally don't do it like that. This is one of my big cons, but I'm going to talk about that later just because, you know what, let's just get started. Okay, so pros is that obviously if you start eating late, you are gonna be feeling like you're eating more because it's in a shorter period of time. And yes, there is a period of time where you're not eating, but typically this is when you could be getting on with stuff. So let's say you get to work at 9 in the morning, you need to bang out loads of emails until 11, and then you eat at 11, you have your breakfast because you're breaking your fast. Breakfast doesn't need to be at 7 AM the first thing when you wake up. If you're not hungry, why would you eat? this is the thing. Of course, if you are someone who is in a calorie surplus phase and you have a lot of calories to get in, then you are gonna have to, you know, make it work for you, and everybody's all different in this situation. Intermittent fasting is often used for either appetite control, so normally on a diet, or yeah, like people with a big appetite. So yeah, appetite control, really. I don't know why I said either, just let's ignore that. Anyway, so that's like a good thing, and that's what I really like about it. I can have bigger meals, and it means that I can also eat just before I go to bed, which I really like to do at like 9, and I'll still have macros left in the evening, because if I don't, then honestly guys, if I was to eat as soon as I wake up at 5 in the morning, I would be starving by the time I go to bed at like 9:30, 10. I would be absolutely ravenous, and God alone knows for these people who stay up all night. Like, I don't know how they're not just so hungry. I just have a really big appetite, and I am hungry even in my calorie surplus phase, and that's not a bad thing. It's not like I'm crazy starving like I am when I'm dieting, but I get hungry. Like, I have massive hunger levels. Even when I'm eating lots of vegetables, lots of, you know, lots of very high volume foods, I still get real hungry. So anyway, that is the great thing about it. It is great for, meaning, like, it's great for appetite control and great when you're dieting, but obviously then some people don't like that. Some people prefer to eat smaller meals every so often. There is no magic about that. There have been studies where people were in a fat loss phase. There were some people who ate 2 meals a day, 2 big meals. The calories were all the same, 2 meals a day, or I think it was 5 meals a day. I will have to double check on that, and I will leave a link below. If I do not leave the link below, remind me to leave the link below, because I always say I'm going to leave a link and then I always forget. But anyway, so that was a study that was done, and it showed that the people who had the 2 meals per day, they actually ended up losing more body fat. So it's likely that the people who were having the more meals per day were going over their macros, because you know how the calories were all the same. But obviously in studies like this, you can never exactly make it perfect unless you literally lock these people away. And so yeah, so the people who are having 2 meals a day, they lost more body fat. Second thing is that it's really good if you are busy, and let's say you're constantly being like, oh my god, I need to eat, otherwise I'm gonna lose all my gains, my muscles are gonna fall off. Then it's kind of an added stress to your day. Whereas if you're just like, okay, it's fine if I don't eat until X whatever time, then it's just nice to know that you can get on with stuff that needs to get done and not think about food. I personally find that when I don't eat until like midday, I don't even think about food, and then as soon as I have one meal, food is kind of on my mind. I don't know if anyone else is like that. Comment below if you are. I just find that, yeah, food gets on my mind as soon as I've had one thing. A con to this is that people seem to kind of hoard macros. Now, I used to massively do this, because I would be like, oh, I need to eat before I go to bed, have a big meal, because otherwise it will just be a terrible day, because it's going to be a good day if I end my day with a great big F-off meal, which, like, I do think is true. But now I've realised that I do kind of need to spread my calories out a little bit more, because I was literally getting to the stage where I was having over 3/4 of my macros at the end of the day, just to make it that I had a good day. And food should never be something that makes or breaks your day. Your day should be, your whole emotions shouldn't be all surrounding food, you know? So I really do think that people use it as a way to kind of mean that they can have a lot more foods which are perhaps less micronutrient dense, and they may neglect vegetables and stuff in favor of chocolate and Reese's and cookies and cereal. Lauren. So yeah, so that's like a con to it, and I think people who are doing it also really need to just kind of make it clear on social media that they do it intermittent fasting, and that they kind of, you know, they purposely eat like this. That not all of their meals are like massive and calorie like dense and really sugar full and just jam-packed with calories, and sugar's not bad, by the way. It can definitely make people neglect kind of healthier options and in favor of like more kind of less macronutrient dense things. So that is that. And then obviously this can then become kind of like a mental thing, like what I was saying that I did. I kind of started, like, I would literally be thinking about, okay, I can't eat until 1, and then I start like pushing back the time, and I'm like till 2. So I personally believe that when you do intermittent fasting, you should really make sure that you are literally doing it kind of as a free-for-all. You don't really set specific time slots when you can eat and when you cannot. Just if you wake up hungry one day and you really like are starving, your tummy's rumbling, then eat. Do not fast through it, because your body's obviously telling you this for a reason. If you wake up at 5 and then you're not planning on eating until 1, that is a bloody long time. Like, that is not good for your body. So you need to remember that sometimes you do need to listen to your body, and that there isn't any times when you are allowed to eat and then when you aren't allowed to eat. You shouldn't think of food in that way, and it can just create such a negative relationship with food. Remember, the main aim is always a positive relationship with food, and also just like general health, like health. So yeah, you could have the most positive relationship with food ever if you're just eating cookies and ice cream and pizza, but that's not going to be optimal for your health as well. You need to take into account both your mental health and your physical health, and that is what #StrengthFeed is all about, guys. So anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. Thumbs up, comment, you know the drill. Love you loads. Mwah.